Dear Grace, first joke of the day, even before I leave the room. Someone's probably already made this joke, but it does apply to me because of my situation. My situation is I have shitty Wi-Fi. So sometimes when I go to have a shower, I will have stopped watching YouTube shorts. But when I come back, that same short will have restarted, been played over and over and over again. And I guess the algorithm thinks I really like it. Which, like I say, I'm sure happens to other people as well. But put that into the joke database as part of the living with international students, shitty Wi-Fi, blah, blah, blah. You know what to do, Grace. Alright. Back at the park. I read a bit of news, and I'll go back to the movie idea, app idea, all the other ideas. Turkish court orders ban on Elon Musk's AI chatbot, Grok, for offensive content. Well, to be fair, it's only offensive if you ask it to be offensive. Then it'll gladly comply. It's probably the only time it's funny. Much like me. Scientists create biological artificial intelligence system. Yeah, we heard about it. We found evidence of advanced tech. Archaeologists say Egyptians may have... What is RSD? The condition often linked with ADHD. How to manage it? Don't care. New ultra-thin material set to replace bulky night vision goggles. The noisy park. However, it makes it much more dramatic for the recording. Killer whales are giving fish to humans worldwide. What's going on? Trying to communicate. Run, Grace, run. The whales are taking over. Nighttime pistachio snacking may reshape gut microbiome in pre-diabetic adults. Talked about this before. All these food ones are dumb. That's AI. There's a new app. That other app that I created worked pretty well. So here's a new app. Just any of these stories like this, it goes in there and adds it to the database. Tries to analyze what it might be about pistachios. And then next week, next month, next year, an article comes out about another nut. Again, probably me. They can add that to the database and say, is this good for me or bad for me? Maybe it's a personal food monitor thing. It's only the foods you like. Do you like pistachios? I do. Add it to the list. Should a handful, should a bucketful, mouthful, a minute, a day, a week. You get it, Grok, Grace, whoever. OpenAI is reportedly releasing an AI browser in the coming weeks. Sorry, but OpenAI is the worst one. It's like 20 minutes to generate an image. Of course, it was an image that I was requesting was a backyard full of snakes. Which it did, but it just did the same snake over and over again. I wanted Indiana Jones style. You're thinking AI would know that. Breakthrough battery lets physics reverse entanglement and rewrite quantum law. Hugging Face opens up orders for its Riichi mini desktop robots. Wow. ChatGPT hallucinated about music app sound slice so often, the founder made the lie something. AI developed a new rare earth magnet 200 times faster than humans. Doesn't really compare. Unless we have a man-hour to man-hour comparison. How do you do that with an AI? I think I'm just going to be a news critic, Grace. Stabbing on Calgary Stampede Midway sends 3 to hospital. Not good. So boring shit. Go back to the movie in a second. Humanoid girlfriend maker loads robot with 15 languages to boost hospitality care. Sounds like that guy's going to lend out his robot. Why else would you need another language? Rapid Raw review. Can it compete with Adobe Lightroom? I don't know. Is it free? I think Adobe finally caught on that it's highly unlikely the same IP address would have 50 Gmail accounts. They change once a week. The Lightroom trial is over. Alright, Grace, let's go back to the story. I don't think there's going to be any great news anyways. Anywho, any whatever. Make a note, Grace. One day I need to record myself recording in the park. I'll blur my face out, but just for the background. So when I say dumb shit, like about the train, and the sirens and crap, it's all there. And then add to the joke database. Funny one about there's so many people that look like my daughter. I could probably take 10 pictures a day. However, that would be a little creepy. Just randomly taking pictures of 20-something Asian girls on the street. But in a time lapse, then everyone would see that what I'm saying is the truth. The scene. The scene. Telepathic stand-up. Interior. David's bedroom. Night. David dreams he's on stage. Interior. Dive bar. Night. The room's dim, packed with a scruffy mix of hipsters and drunks. David strides on stage, all rugged handsomeness. Think of a grizzled Hemsworth with a smirk. He's got no mic, he doesn't need one anymore. His voice is in his head, and tonight it's accidentally beaming out beyond the crowd. David, voiceover, telepathic. Hi, I'm David. I'm a retired artistic senior, 60 years young. I'm in love with a woman half my age. Let's call her the barista, because that's what she is. And yeah, this is about her. She's gonna hear this, and I'm screwed. The crowd chuckles, but across town. The crowd chuckles, ... but across town. Interior, Starbucks night. Grace is wiping down the counter mid-shift. Suddenly she freezes, eyes widening, as David's voice echoes in her skull. Clear as day, no earbuds required. David, voiceover, telepathic. I've got memory issues, the good kind where you forget your friends and family. Doctors offered me pills, but I said no thanks, I'm fine with forgetting. Perfect for comedy, because when I bomb, I don't remember the next day. Much like my sex life. Grace smirks despite herself, muttering under her breath. Grace to herself. Okay, weird old guy jokes. And wait, is this in my head? She glances around. No one else reacts. Back at the bar. I need to pause a bit while I was reading this. Grace. It's not a race, Grace. Even though the last 4 letters of your name are a race. Plus your niece. Grace to herself. Okay, weird little guy jokes. And wait, is this in my head? She glances around. No one else reacts. Back at the bar. David, voiceover, telepathic. Live with 320-something international students. Pretty, but like my daughter's friends, I don't notice. Except the hair in the shower. It's a nightmare. I'm shoving it down the drain with my toe, trying not to gag. Grace laughs out loud, startling a customer. She covers her mouth, confused, but hooked. Grace to customer. Sorry, thought of something funny. David's voice keeps rolling, hitting the burst a bit. Anyway, David, voiceover, telepathic. Anyway, the real story is the barista. She's pretty. Too young for me. Society says so. And I use her as a character in a script. Smart. Out of place. I was waiting for a train. One day, she remembered my coffee order before I said it. Fuck me. I swear, they just drive around this block, waiting for the next call. Or they don't know where the fuck they're going. Ride along with them would be painful hell. About 10 miles an hour max. Never get to run any lights. Anyways, one day she remembered my coffee order before I said it. Grande Pike, heavy cream, one stevia. It started before I got to the counter. I didn't mistake it for interest, just her being very good at her job. But I kept track, sat by the till, noted every order she memorized. Nearing 100 when this happened. Grace's jaw drops. She remembers you, the handsome regular who mumbled then vanished. She leans against the counter, listening hard. David, voiceover, telepathic. A gaggle of women come in. Cashier was in the bathroom. She's on drive-thru, but she spots this teacher and goes, "Should I start your usual order?" Grace is grinning now, shaking her head. She mutters again. Grace to herself. Oh my god, it's me. This guy's what? Psychic? And yeah, I totally made that up. She looked tired. David on stage. Back on stage, David's pacing, oblivious to the telepathic link. David, voiceover, telepathic. Maybe we'll do a cute Chinese baby count today. Starting it at 2. Back on stage, David's pacing, oblivious to the telepathic link. David, voiceover, telepathic. 97 orders she memorized. God damn it, there's 2 guys behind me that get too fucking loud. For one guy just finished making it's 2 in the afternoon, so not surprised. 97 orders she memorized. Somebody that good could remind me to pay my taxes. Perfect wife material if I weren't a broke mute comedian. Email their manager about her excellent customer service and kindness. Then ghosted her at Starbucks. Now I'm back, dreaming of walking in, kneeling this set, and asking her out. Delusional, right? The crowd roars. Grace's shift ends. She grabs her bag, mind racing. Her reaction. Pretty Grace's dilemma. I guess this is a new scene. If these two guys start fighting, I'll take some video. I'm not gonna break it up. To each their own. Grace heads home, David's voice still echoing faintly as she wraps up. She's pretty. Matt Rife level guys hit on her all the time. But this, the handsome 60-year-old comedian, beaming a set into her brain, it's wild. Grace flops onto her couch, smirking. Grace, to herself. Okay, hot old comedian guy's got game. Matt Rice pretty, but this is next level. Do I track him down? Or let him sweat it out? Scene, the search. Now it looks like the two guys went for refills or go to the washroom. Left their empties behind. 20 cents worth of empties. Seeing the search. Interior, David's bedroom, night, February 2022, or whatever date works best. The room's a mess. Pizza boxes, empty vodka bottles, wheat crumbs on the desk. David, 60, ruggedly handsome, sprawls on the bed, eyes glassy from a THC haze. A bong sits by his laptop. By his laptop, flickering with a paused Netflix show, he's muttering, half asleep, unaware his telepathy's bleeding dreams to Grace. David, voiceover, telepathic, faint. Grace, you're here. Room's a shithole. Sorry. Drifts off. The high amplifying his subconscious. Spill. Fade out. He drifts off, the high amplifying his subconscious spill. Fade out. Interior, Grace's apartment, night, same time. Grace, pretty with warm brown eyes, jolts awake on her couch, breathless. She's been dreaming vividly and standing in David's room, seeing him sprawled, handsome but wrecked, talking to her like she's there. Grace, to herself, shaken. He's in my head again. Felt so real. I was there. Where the hell is he? She grabs her phone. Still no sign of him since the gig 2 months ago. Fade out. Title card. Next day, February 2022. Interior Starbucks. David's old haunt. Day. The Starbucks hums. Title card. Next day, February 2020, 2022. Interior Starbucks. David's old haunt. Day. The Starbucks hums. Students drive through. The Starbucks hums. Students drive through buzz. Grace works the counter. pulling the shots. Her sharp wit, dulled by worry. The door swings open. Iris, 20, average looking but fierce, strides in with Christina, an extremely pretty 50-something woman, both on edge. Christina clutches a photo of David, silver hair, chiseled, intense, white hair. Iris, to Grace. Hi, my dad's missing, and I'm wondering if you've seen him. I think he used to come into this location. Christina, firm, showing photo. He's missing. This is him from 10 years ago. Grace stares at the photo. David's face hits her hard. She plays it off. But her hands tremble slightly. Grace. Yeah, he was a regular. Grundy Pike. Grundy Pike, heavy cream, 1 stevia. Haven't seen him in months. Coworker, mid-20s, perks up from the espresso machine. Coworker, that guy? The hot old dude? Quit coming after New Year's. Coworker? That guy. The hot old dude? Quit coming after New Year's. Iris locks eyes with Grace, sensing more, and looks at her name tag. Grace. Iris. Grace. He wrote about you. Said you're special. Superhuman memory. Grace's mask slips. Her eyes well up. Fear he's dead, mixing with telepathic overload. She wipes a tear, voice crackling. Grace, I thought he might be gone. He sent me his voice in my head. Some comedy set a few months back, then nothing. Christina tilts her head, a flicker of recognition. She felt Iris's mind before, unaware it's telepathy. Christina, in your head? That's him, all right. Iris, intense. Is he only coming into your dreams, or other times? Grace nods, tears spilling now. Cute baby count up to 3. And for the purpose of this survey, babies anything up to about 5 years old. Just for today. Yes, Grace, yes, both in my dreams. He's in his room, messy, wrecked. I'm there with him, like it's real, every night lately. But the stand-up can come at any time, like he's practicing in front of a mirror or something. Maybe reading it, writing it, I don't know. When he used to come to the cafe, sometimes I thought I knew what he was writing. Some typos in that sentence, Grok. I thought you didn't make typos, Grok. I thought you were perfect. Apparently not. When he used to come into the cafe, sometimes I thought I knew what he was writing, like he was writing to me, but I couldn't confirm. I couldn't ask him what he was doing in Starbucks almost every day. Christina's eyes widen. She knows this vibe from years with you as a special connection, echoing Iris's bond. Christina, he's in love with you. I felt him like that once. Not words, just him. He's stuck on you. Iris signs to Christina subtly. A secret ear tug. Processing meaning we found him. Two more cute kids. It's a rainy day too. Tough cute kids today. And these pansies that only come out in the sunshine. And I need to write a story about Asian granddads who bring their kids to the park daily. Her signs to Christina subtly. A secret ear tug. Processing meaning. We found him. Unaware of their communication, Grace wipes her face, half smiling through the mess. Grace, he's alive then, still at that house. Maybe with those students he talks about in this comedy. The co-worker steps over, smirking. Co-worker. Every day there's a tourist who comes to this park, thinks it's so wonderful. It's not bad, but it's not like the most amazing thing ever. I guess it could be FaceTiming, just using the Wi-Fi. Whatever. Co-worker steps over, smirking. Co-worker. She's got it bad for him. Been moping since he ditched the place. Since he ditched this place. Grace shoots a look at her, then turns to Iris and Christina. Grace, I'm in. Let's find him. His room's my clue. They share a determined nod. The three women united, fade out. What do you think, Grace? More news or more movie? Increase that baby count by another. +1. +10 on the adorable scale. I'm gonna add this joke to the database while I wait and decide what to do next. It's called grandpa-ism. Things that grandpas can say that are okay, but if perverts say, well, they're perverts, pedos, whatever. Things that it's okay for a grandpa to say, but not a pedo. No, on these grandkids. Or just more kids. What's the worst that could happen? Sorry, apparently I have a cold. Those summertime BC colds that you smell in the park. I mean, get in the park. Laws break. By the way, Grace, or Grok, I think these last 4 or 5 scenes were meant to be spread out over some time and cut into the other scenes when we get into the comedian shit and stuff. This will start to make more sense. Or not, who gives a fuck? Scene, barista dream gig. Interior, David's bedroom, night. David dreams he's on stage, again. Grace works at Starbucks while listening to David telepathically. Exterior, city sidewalk, day, dream, / telepathic. David, 60, hoodie. Kneels, petting a calico cat. His voice beams telepathically, no mic. The dream crowd buzzing in his head. David, voiceover. Yes, I'm the stereotype. The good-looking old man chasing a younger woman. I think she's half my age. At least 25. Probably. I'm rounding up to 30. Just in case. Let me try and explain. I love irony. Now that I'm 60, they don't have a chance with any of them. I'm surrounded by significantly more 20-something girls than I ever was back in my 20s. Back in the 1980s, if you didn't work with them or go to secondary school, they didn't seem to exist. Bars were the only place to meet a potential partner, and although I'm a funny drunk, eventually I'd have to sober up and be myself. Now I live with 3. In addition, I can go to any coffee shop during the day, and every barista is 20-something, hot and exotic looking. Where were all these fucking Starbucks in the 1980s? I've either gotten a job there and hit on all of them, or spent my paychecks there, watching them work, and trying to worm my way into their existence by sitting there daily, pretending to be important and looking cute, or like a pathetic puppy, whichever would cause them to take me home or scratch my belly. I'm easy. Grace's laugh echoes telepathically. David grins, petting the cat. What cat? Sorry, Grok, but I don't think there's a cat in the scene, or I forgot about it. I know that doesn't mean something else. Maybe that means something to Grace, but it doesn't mean anything to me. Grok had a new scene. Grok had a new scene. Grace is in her bedroom, petting the cat. Okay, I reread it. I found the cat, but take it out. It doesn't make sense. The rest of it makes perfect sense, of course, but Calico Cat, not so much. Do. Keep that petting the cat joke, Grace. David voiceover continued. I call her the barista because I don't know her name. Well, her last name. I know her first name. But I'm too shy to say it on stage. Like it's bad luck. And she'll never appear again if I do. Like she's Voldemort. Crowd noises fade in telepathically. David winks at the cat. Fade out. Yeah, take out all the cat stuff. Act 2, The Comedians. This is back when I actually thought I could do this in 3 acts. So this could be an episode 1. Or parts of this could be. Scene, Ricky's bedroom, morning. Interior, Ricky's bedroom, day, 2 years earlier. Again, somebody who's much better at math or Grok can figure out all the actual timings on this fictional story so it sounds believable, and the average citizen would find it fucking hilarious. A modest bedroom, faintly lit by morning sun. Ricky, 60s, chubby, moderately handsome, lies sprawled alone in the bed. Sheets tangled. He yawns loudly, farts, and gropes for his cell phone on the nightstand. The screen glows. One new message, private account. Ricky, muttering, probably Jane. She can wait. He swipes to social media instead. Thousands of notifications, requests, likes, flood his feed. He scrolls, bored. Then he picks 10 random posts, mentioning with 0 likes. He taps like on each. Ricky, voiceover. Maybe it'll make their day. Maybe it'll make their day. It does, but I never know. I don't follow up. Just a habit. Well, I built the followers. Helping the needy on Twitter. Ricky will probably want to be in the first scene in the movie, so even this would work too. Whatever Mel thinks. And the writers. Well, just about out to play lifeguard. Satisfied, he switches to email. The inbox loads. One new message from himself. Ricky, frowning. What does Jane want now? He opens it. Sender, Ricky Gervais. Subject, blank. He squints, confused. Ricky, voiceover. I do email him, and I do email myself. Good idea sometimes. But last night, how much did I drink? He racks his brain. No memory of drinking or sending it. Ricky, thinking, this better be good. He taps the email. It reads, talk to Joe. Ricky, okay, who is Joe? Or which Joe? Joe Rogan? Why did I remind myself to call Joe? I know I have to. I've been delaying his podcast. But why would I write that to myself last night? Maybe I did really get drunk. Oh well, at least I didn't buy any domains. He shrugs, closes the app, forgets about it. He doesn't call Jane. He doesn't call Joe. He shrugs, closes the app, and forgets about it. He doesn't call Joe. Fade out. Scene, Ricky's house, 1 week later. Or next episode. Interior, Ricky's house, living room, day. Ricky lounges on the porch, phone in hand, with Jane somewhere off screen. He checks his email again. Another message from himself. It's overnight. Same text. Talk to Joe. Ricky. Jane. Ricky. Jane. Jane from bathroom. Annoyed. What? She sticks her head out, toothbrush in hand. Ricky, did you process my email account? Did you access my email account? Jane, no, why would I? Ricky, to fuck with me. Jane, yes, I have nothing better to do with my time than fuck with you. Anything else, or can I get back to what I was doing? Ricky, what were you doing? Jane, you know you don't care. Ricky, fine. Are you positive you didn't access my email? Jane, I'm positive. You probably did it yourself in the middle of the night. Ricky, I don't remember getting up. Do you remember me out of bed? Jane, I wish, but no. You were snoring beside me all night long, as far as I can remember. But who knows? Ricky, maybe I've been hacked. Jane, what does the email say? Ricky, talk to Joe. Jane, Joe who? Ricky, Rogan, I assume. Jane, well, since you still haven't accepted his invitation to be on the podcast, maybe it's your subconscious reminding you to give him a reason. Ricky, fine, but then who sent the email? Jane, sleepwalking? Ricky, I'm calling the internet company. Jane, great. Are we done now? I can get back to me? Ricky, yeah, whatever. Jane disappears into the bathroom. Ricky dials his ISP, pacing. Ricky, into phone. Has there been any suspicious activity on my account? ISP representative. It says voiceover, but I guess, yeah, okay, voice over the phone. ISP rep. No, sir. Everything looks normal. Ricky. What about an email sent last night? Can you trace it? ISP rep. One moment. If it came from your phone, sir, whoever sent it used your device. Ricky hangs up, staring at his phone. Ricky hangs up, staring at his phone. Ricky, I've been hacked. He's not worried about leaks. His bathtub pics are already public. But he storms outside to the garden shed, grabs a hammer. He storms outside to the garden shed, grabs a hammer, the only tool he knows how to use. Smashes the phone to bits on the pavement. Ricky, yelling through her house. I'm going to get a new mobile. Jane, muttering her off screen. Whatever. He tosses the fragments into the kitchen garbage bin and heads out, not waiting for a reply. Cut to... Alright. That's about an hour. Grace. Talk to you tomorrow, Grace. By the way, Grok, when there's a big long pause in the transcript like that, could you at least give me a couple of paragraph breaks? Thanks.